What's going on, everyone? DarkScheme here, and today I'll be showing off the new Halo 5 arena map called Molten. So as you can see, we're in the oven room here, and as always the callouts are on the bottom left of the map, but I would highly suggest to make your own callouts for this map, as for the most part the callouts on this map specifically are a little too default. They don't really help out as much as they should. But now hopping on over downstairs, lava flowing down here, and there's kind of this outside area. And there's a few routes that you can actually take. One is going down to this lower area, taking the stairs, and also actually jumping onto this box and going up top, leading you back into that oven area. This is kind of an alternate route. You get a nice view of this corner area. It's kind of like an inside area, and in a little bit I'll show you that fridge area as well. Halo 2 battle rifle does spawn here, and this nice perch area gives you a good vantage point of the inside where the sniper spawns, the other corner. And as you can see, it has a few assets from the map, the rig, and going into this junction area, more vantage points. And these areas do feel like they will provide a good gunfight, good 1v1s, and all that good stuff. The first little spot that I will show you is going back into this oven area. It's actually on the outside. You can crouch here. I think you can even walk here and just stand here and wait for somebody to push around the corner, and maybe even a good hiding spot. And this is something that I actually discovered today over on Reddit. And you can actually run through that lava without getting hurt. Here I wasn't actually sure how to do it specifically, so you do get some damage if you don't jump immediately after landing. So you want to make sure that you do it at the correct time. You pretty much just spam your jump button. So if you can get this down, it can definitely be a good escape route and even a good engagement route. And now hopping back into the lava or the oven area, you can actually jump through that lava, although it's not exactly practical. There is really no reason for you to jump through that, even if it was an escape route and somebody was shooting you. Even if you took a little bit of damage, you would end up dying as you jump through. So it, once again, not practical, but you could live through that. This control area seems kind of nice. This window you can actually jump in and out of, and I'll show you a kind of nice spot just for you to know, that you're safe. You can go from this area. You don't even have to sprint from this corner area. You just jump, crouch, and you're right into the window in the control room. Nice little vantage point of the opposite end. And down here, we do have the Hydra launcher spawning. Definitely useful for when you're outside, and even in this general area, the Hydra can definitely get some good kills. There is this lower area kind of leading to the other side. A nice little corner here. Doesn't give you much vantage point, but maybe a good hiding spot. And going into the more interesting jump here, you can hop on that little vent and jump into the perch area. And from the perch area, of course, jump over to that sniper area. Really good vantage point from where the sniper spawns, but it is a little bit more open. So you want to get that sniper and get away with it. And now leading into this back area, this corner, showing you a little bit of the inside of the oven room. And this is the fridge room. Surprisingly, there is an interesting part about the fridge room, and I'll show it right here. You can sprint over here, thrust into this little pipe, and kind of just sit here and jump over into the oven area. And one other thing I do want to show is in these pipe areas, you can jump into this little ledge. All you have to do is continue to hold crouch, jump, and you can throw nades into the fridge area. You do want to be careful, as sometimes that grenade will bounce off one of the pipes, but it's a good way to stay hidden and catch your enemies off guard. You can throw some grenades up into that top corner. And one thing that I definitely want to show is that you can actually jump from these boxes straight into the oven area. Pretty simple jump. Brute plasma rifle spawns here in this east gate area. There's definitely some nice routes that you can take on this map. Nothing specifically that really is a huge deal, but there is definitely one spot that I want to show off in just a little bit. Once again, showing off these paths, these kind of lava flow paths. You can take these little bridges over the lava into different areas. And a nice little corner hiding spot once again here. For this map, it feels like you definitely need to be moving around a lot. Even though there are these hiding spots, I'm not sure how useful they will actually be. But maybe staying alive is one of the reasons why those spots are there. And going into this lower area, splinter grenades spawning here. And now showing you this first spot, it's on the vent. You hop on this vent and you could go to that perch area, but you can actually jump straight into the sniper area. It's a little bit tough on the timing, but all you really have to know is you want to sprint for a split second and immediately thrust right before you get to the edge. And you even want to do it right away just to make sure that you get up there. Pretty easy jump. It's a little tough at first, but once you get it down, it's quite easy. And one of the more stylish jumps, I think, in this map is actually using this ledge. You can't actually stand on it, but it does allow you to clamber on it, but you do fall off. So one of the things that I did find out is that if you clamber and continue to spam that clamber or your jump button, you do get a little bit of time where you actually are able to jump up. And if you jump straight up and thrust right after backwards and stabilize, you can turn around and get on that ledge. One of the more stylish jumps. I don't know if it's practical, but it'd be kind of cool to pull this off and do something cool with it. And you can do it on the other side as well with these vents, jumping straight into this corner area. Same as the other vent, sprint for a split second, immediately thrust, and you can stabilize and jump up there. For these spots, it's kind of just one of those areas where you can do some little fancy tricks. I think this is actually one of the first maps where these fancy tricks might be useful. But once again, practicality over style. Jumping into these little areas, like I stated earlier, it's kind of cool to have these different routes, and these windows allow you to really pick and choose your path and your route on the map overall. And showing you off this bum jump or the Superman jump, you can get up on this ledge, but it is a little bit tougher. And why do the Superman jump when you can just do the vent jump? Easier to just do that, but once again, if you're looking for style, if you're looking for a little bit of a tougher or uniqueness movement, that is there for you. But other than that, that's pretty much it for the walkthrough. Hopefully you enjoyed the spots that I did find. But let me know if you've played on this map yet. How do you feel about it? Or if you haven't, what do you think about these certain spots? Do you think it makes it unique enough to play a few arena maps and make it a more fun map than others? I'll leave you with that. And as always, I'd like to thank you so much for watching. And I will see you next time.